sisters got me into Emily in Paris. That's bad. Almost a bit toxic to yourself. Hello, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another vid. The last few weeks have been very crazy. If you've seen the last couple of videos, I have my family here staying and we've been traveling around on holiday. I went back to work yesterday. I've been working from home the last couple of days, and this morning my sister left and it was really sad. It was really sad. I was so sad to see her go. It's been like the most fun couple of weeks being all together as a family and just having like sister time. And yeah, it's so nice having people come to visit and going home and seeing people, but the leaving part is just always the worst, the most painful thing. So yeah, it's been a bit of a sad day over here. Not a great start to the video, but bittersweet because we've had such a lovely time together. So today I'm just kind of taking it easy. I've been working, as I've said, and I'm just kind of gonna have a bit of a chill pamper day. Mum and Dad are still here in Australia until I think it's the 23rd maybe they leave, so I've got a couple more weeks with them, which is amazing. I think if they were leaving at the same time it would have been like too much. So at least I've still got them here for a while, so that's very exciting and very happy to have them and have some more time together. They are both retired, so they can sort of take their time a bit, whereas my sister she works full time, so she had to go and go back to work, which is totally fair, but sad. But yeah, I'm just going to take today to kind of have a chill, sort myself out. I've been trying to get back into a bit more of a routine now post-holiday. I went to the gym yesterday for the first time in many weeks and did a spin class, which is very different for me. I used to do spin classes all the time back in the UK when I was like, I'd say like late teens, like 16, 17, 18. I used to go actually with my mum and my sister and we all really enjoyed them, but I haven't been to one in years. So, I mean, it's a really tough workout, don't get me wrong, but it was fun and it felt good to get back into the routine of like moving my body a bit. And then this morning, Moosey and I don't know where, he's fast asleep somewhere. Moosey and I went for a little run. Also felt really good. It was actually a lot better than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be really awful, the first one in like a few weeks, but we just took it really slow and yeah, it was better than I thought. So feeling already a bit more settled and better in myself. I've lived off a diet of pizza, ice cream, wine, cheese for the past like 2-3 weeks. Classic Christmas break stuff. So yeah, just gonna try and eat a little bit better and focus on my health a bit more. Not fully, but a bit more, and get back into the routine of exercising, being back at work and all that kind of stuff. I'm just about to have my lunch break and I've got a lot of sort of cleaning and tidying and washing and things to do post-holiday, so I'm going to do that for a bit at lunch and after work, and then I think later this evening I'm gonna maybe have a bath, chill out, watch something nice. My sister's got me into Emily in Paris, which I hadn't watched any of before. It's a bit obviously kind of cringe and it's that kind of rom-com thing, so I didn't think it would be my cup of tea, but I'm finding I'm getting into it. I can look past the cringe and it's just like a nice easy watch, so I might watch some of that in the bath later. So chill day for me this Tuesday, but yeah, got some fun things planned with the family this week, so I'll obviously take you along. Chef Lawson, what we're cooking today?
Rice, broccolini, chicken and balsam.
Oh,
Nan's recipe.
Carol's recipe.
Made by Nan, perfected by me.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
Always do, yeah.
I mean, I'd say that she perfected it and you've replicated it. Yeah. Send it, yeah, in the oven.
Yeah, so look what's cooking.
The famous chicken and balsam. That looks good actually. Get a shot. Oh, look at that. Carol Duran's recipe. Hello again. It's been a while since I've sat down and spoken to the camera. This week has been beyond busy, so it's been a bit of an all over the place video. Haven't filmed as much as I had hoped to, but as you probably saw in some of the previous random clips, my parents are still here, so I've been obviously spending a lot of time just hanging out with them, out and about at different things, and it's also been the first week back at work, so a lot going on. So I've just kind of spent the week trying to get back into work, into routine, but also doing loads of extra stuff with mum and dad. So didn't really leave a lot of time to film, but I managed to get a few clips of just being out and about. We have done some really fun stuff this week. We went to dinner and to watch The Cursed Child at the theatre on Thursday, which was what Chris and I bought for mum and dad for Christmas, and it was amazing. Chris and I had actually seen the show when it used to be in 2 parts years ago. Chris bought it for me for my birthday, and yeah, I just thought it'd be really cool to take mum and dad. Both really enjoyed it. I think even if you're not a big Harry Potter fan, as long as you have some sort of base knowledge, you can still really enjoy it and enjoy like the theatrics of it, I guess. Like the way that they do like magic and things on stage is pretty spectacular, and it's like a really engaging, like the production is just ridiculously good, so I would recommend seeing that if you get the chance. And then on Saturday it was my mum's birthday, so we went out for dinner. I went out to a piano bar, which was so fun. This guy was there all night playing requests that people were giving to him, had some drinks. And then Sunday we just went on a really long walk around a place called Yarraben Park, just north of Melbourne, which is like a beautiful big park area with a river all winding through the middle. And then we just had a barbecue at home. So it's been, really nice and relaxing, busy but relaxing, if that makes sense. But it's been a really good time. But when thinking about trying to get my life together a bit, I kind of sat down and had a bit of a think about some goals for this year. I don't really like to set a specific like a resolution or like anything too concrete, I suppose. I think you can really easily fall into the habit or the trap of kind of setting yourself all these goals early on in the year and it becoming quite overwhelming and it becoming almost a bit toxic to yourself, putting the pressure on too early on to achieve all these different things. So I kind of just wanted to write myself up a list of things I would like to achieve or things that I sort of like the idea of. Some of them can be more concrete and some of them can be a bit more sort of loose, I guess. And yeah, I thought I'd just kind of talk you through the way that I've structured it and some things that I'm thinking I want to achieve this year. Also, it's totally fine if you don't set yourself goals in the new year. Like, that's not, I know it's kind of a tradition to have a New Year's resolution, but I don't think that everyone needs to do that at all. And I think, in fact, for some people it can be quite negative, as I said, if you put too much pressure on yourself. I think for some people you can react kind of the opposite way. So just kind of check in with yourself first. If it's something you think that would benefit you and that you'd like to do, by all means go ahead. But yeah, be cautious about what goals you're setting and why you're setting the goals as well. Make sure that you are benefiting yourself and your health and your happiness, because that's what it's all about. The way that I kind of segmented it, which is just really simple, is just big goals and small goals. So the big things are, I guess, things that I want to do continuously over the year, or big achievements that I've had, you know, for years and years. And I've also kind of acknowledged to myself that I might not achieve these things this year, and that's fine. They can roll on to next year. It's almost like when you write yourself a list of things to do, like for the day at work, you write your, you know, certain things on there that have deadlines that need to be done in a certain amount of time, but there's other things that can roll on to tomorrow or next week, and that doesn't have any implications. So put things on there that are huge lifetime goals even, or things that you'd like to achieve in the next few years. And if you don't get to them this year, don't beat yourself up about it, you know. But it's just a nice way to sort of have that conversation with yourself and figure out what the things are that you are working towards. And even if you have something on your list and you've made steps towards that at the end of the year but not been able to tick it off, make sure you're still counting that as a success. One of my big goals, for example, is to keep posting my weekly videos. There's weeks like this that I feel like I haven't recorded much, and it'd be very easy to just be like, oh, I'll just give it a miss and do it next week. You know, it's not like I have many followers that would be upset if I didn't post a video, but for me, I know I would kind of feel a bit disappointed in myself, and I just wanted to set myself that goal of being really consistent with posting, and I know that I do really enjoy it, and so kind of pushing myself in that way is beneficial for me. I also want to, this year, post a different type of content. Obviously, I've just been doing the weekly vlogs so far that I've really enjoyed, but I'm really passionate about fashion and thrifted fashion in particular, so I'd love to create more content within that realm. So that's a goal I have for myself that year, sort of branch out into some different styles of video, which would be exciting. Another goal I have, which is more on the vague end of the spectrum, I guess, is just to continue growing my small jewelry business that I run with my sister. I haven't put any specific numbers of sales, or, you know, there's not a specific number of followers I want on the Instagram or anything like that. I just want to continue to work towards it and to see growth in some capacity. So, you know, anything that constitutes towards growth, I will feel has been a tick. I think I mentioned in the last video that we are looking to release more products soon, which is really exciting. We're working towards that now, slowly but surely, so that'll be a great step on that journey, which is exciting. A couple of kind of the smaller things are saving more money this year. Last year just seemed to be non-stop. Every month there was something happening that cost us money. This year, Chris and I have had conversations about wanting to get really serious with saving, which is kind of always felt a little bit, I think, like we're still traveling because we're not living in the UK, and it's quite easy to kind of constantly be in that mindset of, well, while we're here we need to enjoy ourselves and do all these things. And whilst obviously you do need to do things that you enjoy, we need to really knuckle down and get saving, especially because we are engaged as of last year, so we want to start saving for a wedding. We'd also like to buy a home at some point in the next, I don't know how many years, but yeah, that's just something we've been discussing, and I've kind of set myself a bit of a goal of how much we want to save in the year. I won't share that because it's obviously a bit personal, but it can't help to save more money, so that's one on the list. A couple of the smaller ones, just to give you examples, are spending more time outdoors. I bought Chris that new tent for Christmas, and he went away in it with some of the boys over the break and had a great time, and I think it kind of reminded him how much he enjoys that kind of trip. And I love camping as well, and I love being outdoors. I love taking Moose out on walks, and yeah, I just think it would be really beneficial for me mentally and for us to just kind of get away from civilization every now and again get outdoors more, go on more walks, go on more hikes, go on days out with Moose, do more camping trips and things like that. So that's on my list. Practicing gratitude more often. I'm really bad at that. I am actually better at setting goals than I am practicing gratitude, but I know from what I've kind of researched about intention and manifesting and all those kind of things, you can't really manifest without practicing gratitude. So you can't kind of draw in new opportunities and new things without already being grateful for what you have. And I do have a lot to be grateful for, so that's something I really want to try and do. It doesn't have to even be written down, it can just be in my mind while I'm on a walk, just thinking of the things that I'm grateful for and just kind of being a little bit more intentional and mindful about that, which I think can definitely benefit everyone. Reading more, that's another small one. I've read so much over the holidays because we were on the beach, just sunbathing, just had a bit more free time on my hands, and I just couldn't stop reading, and it just, every time I get back into it, it reminds me of how much I love it. I'm very, very passionate about reading, and it's so good for you. So I really want to make more of an effort to read this year. I actually started a list in my notes of the books that I've read this year so far. I'd like to carry on that for the whole year and have a whole list at the end of 2023 of every book that I've read. I thought it could be fun. Yeah, there's tons more on there, but they're just a few examples of the things that I'm hoping to work towards this year. Again, no pressures to set any goals, but it's a good time of year just to kind of check in with yourself and think about the way you want to go into this year and the things you want to prioritize, I suppose, for yourself, even if you don't want to sit and write a list of goals, so to speak. Just make sure that you're living for yourself. Sorry, this video is probably on the shorter side, but yeah, it's been busy. More fun videos to come this year, so thank you for being here, and I hope to continue to supply you with entertainment. Obviously it goes without saying, if there's anything that you want to see in particular or any ideas that you have for me, I would love to hear them. So please leave them in the comments or message me on Instagram or anything like that. I would love to hear your suggestions. Happy start of 2023. Hope you're all settling back into work and routine. If you're not already, please subscribe. It's free, it takes literally 1 second, and it does mean a lot to me. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.